Y'all, America is so fucked for this. Okay, so in France, you have this thing called crudité, right? It means raw things. They eat it right before a meal. What does this do? Lowers your blood sugar so that you're not craving a dessert right after your meal. But in America, they feed you the bread first, right? You get to the restaurant, you're like, fuck yeah, I'm starving, free bread, let's fucking go. No, don't eat the bread, it's a fucking scam. You're gonna eat the bread, boom, glucose levels are gonna skyrocket. You're gonna be up here, you're feeling good, you're feeling hot, then all of a sudden, you're at your meal.
Can I just be real, Liam?
First of all, if you haven't already, watch that video by Liam. And there are absolutely many benefits of eating raw vegetables prior to a meal. They can indeed lower the amount of food that you actually ingest by making you feel more satiated. And they can lower the postprandial blood glucose and insulin responses, which based off of the evidence that we currently have is only important for those with blood glucose control issues, such as type 1 and type 2 diabetics. But the hypothesis in this video is that restaurants will give you bread because it will spike your blood glucose. And by the end of the meal, your blood glucose will crash below normal, making you feel hungry, order more food, and order dessert. With that being said, if you went to a restaurant and you only consumed the bread, it would take approximately 2 hours for your blood glucose to go back down to normal. And since most restaurants have some sort of butter or other added fat on top of their bread, which prolongs the blood glucose response, it would probably be closer to 3 hours after the meal, until your blood glucose even got back down to normal, let alone going in the hypoglycemic range, making you feel hungry. Secondly, because the ingestion of either carbohydrates or protein also increases your blood glucose, unless during the meal all you did was chew on a stick of butter, and consumed absolutely zero carbohydrates and zero proteins. The meal that you eat after that bread consumption will also elevate your blood glucose, meaning from the time of bread consumption to the time your blood glucose goes back down to normal, it would likely be between 4 and 5 hours. Which means unless you sat inside of that restaurant for 4 to 5 hours waiting for yourself to go hypoglycemic, just so you would feel hungry enough to order dessert, the reason that you order dessert has nothing to do with the bread that you were served at the beginning of the meal. And as was very accurately stated in this video,
But I'll tell you this, whether I eat bread or vegetables before a meal, I'm still gonna crave dessert after. But that's just cause I like dessert. And I also enjoy life. Okay, bye.